Hi friends, it's Molly back with you from Soul School Tarot and Astrology. And yeah, how's it going? Thanks for being here today. Thanks for my channel. Thanks for checking out my links below to my Facebook and Instagram accounts. Follow me, like me. I really tried to hit the ground running with this channel last week with our Astrology 101 and Tarot Talk videos, as well as readings, collective readings for you guys. And then just, little snapshots of the other readings that I'm getting done right now. So I tried to hit the ground running, and then, of course, I had, internet problems. I don't have a laptop anymore, and I had to get, my home computer set back up on my, I had to go buy an Ethernet cable. I felt like I was crawling back into the Stone Ages there. So, all right, we are up and running, okay? So we have a lot of uploads that I want to get to you guys, videos I made last week. And then I've got a lot of videos that I'll probably be cranking out this weekend. It is Virgo season, so it is time to be productive, okay? Time to work towards some tangible results. We're not going to put our energy into anything that's not paying off for us in the long run, okay? That was Leo season. Leo season was having a lot of fun. We're going to kind of talk about the transition from Leo into Virgo. The last full moon we had, this new moon that we've got coming up right now, is actually the second one in the month of September. So if you're not working on some sort of new beginning in your life, honey boo boo, you got to get up. You got to wake up. School is in session. We have some evolving to do. So, yeah, so new projects. I'm going to get some more tarot talk out there. I want to talk to you about the H cards, okay? Check this out. High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Hanged Man. All of them have to do with spirituality. There's a theme there, so we got a video about that. We got a reading in this video right here for the Virgo new moon. And just to let you guys know how I've decided to do that, I've been watching a ton of tarot readers on YouTube. I love you guys. If I like you, you know I love you guys, because I've been watching a lot that I don't subscribe to. And really, it's just a matter of looking at what I'm drawn to, looking at what are my options as far as shaping my own readings. Because I'm going to be real with you, I get a little overwhelmed, especially when I sit down and try to make one video where I cover all 12 signs, just because once I get into my intuitive space, I begin to lose track of the logical space where I store all that information. What are our signs? What order are they in? Things like that. So the less business work that I have to do, the less housekeeping I have to do during the video, I think the more I can channel an accurate message for you guys. So the way I'm doing this is we are going to do 4 separate readings, one for each element, all right? So earth signs, air signs, fire signs, and water signs, okay? And I want you to pay attention, not just to your sun sign. If you know your dominant planet, right? My sun is Taurus, moon is Gemini, rising is Sagittarius, but my dominant planet, most of my placements are in Virgo, or they're in 6th house, and that's Virgo energy. So if you don't know how to find your dominant planet, I'll make a video about it, I'm sure. But also, if you are dealing with emotional stuff right now, pay attention to where your moon sign is. Okay, where your moon is, all right? So mine is in Virgo. I just told you it's not. Mine is in Gemini. So if I were the viewer here and I was really looking for keys to my emotional life, I would pay more attention to the air than I would maybe the earth or the fire. Fire is my rising. So yeah, that way what I can do is for each element, all right, and I'll name the signs that are included in each of them, I want to go ahead and cover 2 different storylines, because here's the thing with collective readings. Not everything that I say is a message specifically for you. Something in here probably is if you found your way to me today. Okay, there's something in this for you. So we're going to do earth reading, air reading, fire reading, water reading. Each one's going to have 2 storylines, one or both may resonate with you, okay? If you are specifically looking at ways to assert yourself in the world, or if you're kind of questioning your path, what are you doing? Where are we going right now? Why are we in this handbasket? I kid, of course. But if that's what you're going through, look at where your rising sign is, okay? Because that's really how we get ourselves out into the world. So I'm going to try to stop rambling and focus on the Virgo new moon, okay? Like I said, happy Virgo season. I got all that Virgo in my chart, so it's lightened up. Virgo is very much mentally for me back to school season because of my long career as an educator and student. But also it's this really fun shift. For me, it's fun because like if you're not a Virgo, if you're a fire sign, if you're a very fiery person, you probably hate this transition from summer into fall. But here's essentially what we're going through. Leo is all about the heart. Okay, when all of our personal planets and luminaries were in Leo, this is that phase of reorganization, okay, decluttering our home, where we get to ask ourselves what sparks joy, all right? Leo is all about reminding us of what makes us really happy, what makes us passionate, what do we love, what is our heart invested in right now, okay? So then as we move into Virgo season, anything else, we can ditch it. We can throw it out. It does not spark joy, okay? All right. So right now we are working towards tangible results. We know what our heart wants. Now we're starting to put our feet to the ground and our nose to the grindstone and get that done. Okay. So, yeah, I hope you guys made it through the Aquarius full moon we had 2 weeks ago. I'm not going to lie to you. That snuck up on me. Okay. I do not fear an Aquarius full moon like I did not before. I just kind of thought, oh, whatever. It's Aquarius. It's so super airy. What's that going to do to my feelings? It's going to allow me to look at them objectively and figure out what the heck I've been doing wrong. Okay. So if you were properly channeling the Aquarius energies, hopefully the energies of that Aquarius full moon, hopefully that's the process that you've been going through in the last 2 weeks also, okay? Just kind of being able to hold your emotions outside of you, because a water bear, that's not a water sign, honey pie, that's an air sign, okay? So Aquarius is really all about being logical and being able to analyze our emotions, which we can hold outside of us in the vessel. That's what the water bear is doing, okay? It is a human being, it is human reason, human intellect that's holding the emotion outside of them. All right. So hopefully y'all got to go through that process. I got to go through that process. I got some wake up calls. I called myself out on some patterns that I'm just ready to leave behind. Okay. They did not spark joy. So I'm kicking them to the curb. Okay. Everything you own in a box to the left. Okay. Yeah. All right. So a Virgo new moon, let's do this. Let's figure out sort of like maybe what path are you guys on? What kind of guidance are you guys seeking? I'm going to start out each reading. Like I said, this is Earth. Okay. So here we are, 7:58. I'm going to like maybe timestamp it. I'm going to come up with 2 storylines for Earth, and we are going to start, like I've been using, I've been doing a lot of dual deck readings. So basically like readings where I'm bringing in more than one deck. And I love that. I bought this for myself back in May for my birthday. This Game of Thrones tarot. I'm going to show y'all the box. Y'all know it. I love it. I love it. It's an uprights only deck because if you've ever tried to shuffle this deck, I don't feel comfortable with it. They're way too flimsy for that kind of shuffling. So we're going to clarify those with the Ship of Fools tarot from Brian Williams. They play together well because it's kind of medieval themed, you know? And even though Game of Thrones is like a fantasy, it's set in this whole other like place and time and timeline. Y'all know it's medieval as fuck. Okay. Pardon my language, but if you're not used to it by now, you need to know. Okay. So Earth signs, if you're a Taurus, if you are a Virgo, or if you are a Capricorn, if you're a Virgo, happy birthday. Okay, happy birthday. This is actually a gift that I got, Femme Isn't Frail, from one of my very, very favorite Virgos. We got to celebrate her birthday together a couple days ago. So I got my candles. I got my chamomile smudge stick. And I'm calling on spirits of love and light to guide me in this reading and deliver the most accurate and unbiased message I can to my viewers today. All right. So we got 1 card popping out. And we've got 2. So we have 2 different storylines. King of Cups. I don't know what you want from me right now, Jon Snow. So you got to go back into the deck. All right. So for Earth signs. Now, Earth signs, you guys know we are resistant to change. We do not love the process of change. We love things that we know and can count on. Okay. Things that we can predict that are going to be the same tomorrow as they were before. All right. But a lot of us are going through really great big changes right now. Okay. So the two storylines that I have here, I believe, are those of us. The second one are those of us, I'm trying to do my best, who are really working to close out some major cycles right now. Okay. All right. Find those parts of you that keep you from being the whole you and get rid of them. Okay. That's how we Earth signs are Marie Kondoing our lives right now. Okay. And this is a thing that we've been working on for a big long time. Okay. This is the end of a whole karmic cycle. And we're ready to close it out. We are so ready to close it out. Some of us are. Okay. Some of us are still struggling with that. Okay. We're still in our heads about it. Okay. So 9 of Swords. This is gray wind here outside the red wedding. Y'all remember what that's like. Oh God, he wanted so bad. He wanted so bad to get out of that cage. We all wanted him out of that cage. Okay. But he was trapped. He was stuck in there. All right. The good thing about swords is they're your thoughts. They're in your head. Okay. So we can get out of them. Okay. We can get out of them. So 2 storylines here. Storyline number 1 is gray wind in the cage. That is the 9 of Swords. And I feel very, very, very strongly that these are the people who are just struggling with the end of that cycle. Okay. Struggling. And I'm on the fence here. I gotta be real with you. I am on the fence because I still know that there are a lot of things that I have anxiety about letting go of. Because when we change, there's things that we don't get back. Okay, things that aren't going to be the same again. And what we Earth signs kind of forget sometimes is there's going to be brand new things. Okay, brand new things to invest our time in, new things to work on and grow. But let's pull a couple cards to see how we can get ourselves out of this cage, out of this 9 of Swords situation. All right. So Spirit, let's get a clear message supporting the 9 of Swords for Earth signs. Oh, I like this. Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. Queen of Cups and the Fool are the clarifiers that I got for the 9 of Swords. So the question whenever we see the 9 of Swords is how do we get out? How do we get out? Okay, it's the Nightmare card. In the Morgan Greer deck, you have 2 hands that are tied together like that. And so that's just us going through the motions in our mind, okay? Kind of, we're not still stuck in the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is like we don't even know what it is that's holding us in anymore because we got that blindfold on. But in the 9 of Swords, that's when we know what the problem is and we're ready to start facing them. We don't always know how to get out of there, okay? Our goal, of course, is to make it to the 10 of Swords where we can just put some forks in some things, okay? Put some forks in it, just be done with it. So how do you get out of this 9 of Swords situation, Earth signs, if that's where you're at? You've got to be able to sit with your emotions right now, okay? You've got to be the Queen of Cups. You got to sit there with your cup. That's your emotions. All right. And I love the Ship of Thrones, the Game of Fools, whatever. The Ship of Fools Tarot, because it gives us these crazy scenes that really have to be broken down. And every time I read with these, I kind of get like intuitive pointers to different aspects of the card. So what I'm trying, like what I'm being told to point out to you guys right now, okay, is how this dude looks really ashamed, okay? The Queen of Cups is very nurturing, okay? She's there for him. She's like, baby, it's okay. Don't cry. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't judge yourself for what you're going through. Here, just take my cup. Have a sip. You'll feel better. All right? So that's you. Give yourselves the cup. In the Game of Fool, I did it again. In the Ship of Fools Tarot, there's a fool in every card, okay? And we have to know that the fool is always us. The Fool is always us. Okay? So right now, if you're in that Nine of Swords situation as an earth sign, earth rising, earth moon, whatever you're going through in your life right now, you've got to be able to just sit there in your own emotions. Okay? Receive them. Okay? Look at them with maturity and a lack of judgment. Okay? All right? Queen of Cups does not judge you for what you need, boo-boo. She's just going to be there for you. All right? That's what you need to be doing to yourselves right now, because guess what? Your soul wants that. Okay? The Fool card is the spirit unbound. It hasn't started on that new journey yet. It is so ready for that new journey. Remember, there's things we're leaving behind, earth signs, but I told you. There's new things coming up, okay? Your spirit is really ready for that. And you might not know where you're going. Fool don't know where he's going. That's kind of the point. He has no idea where he's going, but he's got his bag. He's got his dog. He don't want to be on that boat anymore. I feel like this is reminding me of the Six of Swords, which I've seen come up so many times, okay? You guys, some of you have been going through a Six of Swords moment where you've had to do some mental healing. You've had to cross the water. And now you're on that new land. You left all that Five of Swords shit on the other land. Nope, bye-bye. Don't need you no more. Okay? Time for a new beginning. You get a Fool card on a new moon. The universe is talking to you. Okay? Okay? Listen to yourself. Sit there with yourself. Give yourself time. Okay? Tell people no. Someone comes to you and they're asking you for something and your cup is sitting there empty. Sometimes you have to say, I love you, but no. I have to give love to myself right now so that I've got something to give you later. Okay, don't let our cups go dry. Because we got the star at the base of the deck. Okay? All right? Faith, hope, new beginnings, renewal. It's all out there. There is such a beautiful new you, baby boo, coming right up on the horizon. Okay? All right? So there is storyline number 1 if you are an earth sign. Storyline number 2 are those of us who I feel like we're sitting in that moment where like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is the world. This is the end of this karmic cycle. I don't need this junk anymore. I can be whole without it. The world is wholeness. It's completion, not just of a cycle, but of you. Okay? Ooh. All right. Sorry, I'm peeking at the bottom of the deck. We got death there. And let's see what else we've got. All right, so this is storyline number 2 for earth signs. These are people who feel like they're not fighting the fight yet. They're not fighting the fight anymore. They've got through the end of their cycle. Here they are. What are some messages that we got for them at this time? By the way, if you're having a hard time with that cycle, Saturn is still retrograde for 3 more weeks. Okay, look at where Saturn's at in your chart or in your houses, and I bet you $10 it has something to do with the struggle that you're going through right now. Okay, or we can look at maybe it might be aspecting like another major planet in your chart right now. But get to know your planetary archetypes. I'm going to work on more astrology 101 videos so y'all can get schooled on that. And figure out where Saturn is functioning in your chart right now, because that's where you're being held back. That's what's keeping you in the cage. All right, and we got 3 weeks to figure that out. And we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Believe in us. All right. So, storyline number 2, people going through the world. Earth signs experiencing the world. What message do we have for them today? It's like, nope, not yet. We got the Virgo card reversed, actually. So, I like that. I like that. I like it. Okay. The Hermit reversed, and you're popping out. Can we do, I think want that one to come too. All right. All right. We got 3 reversals. So here's the thing. The world is the end of the cycle. The Fool is the beginning of the next one. Okay. If you're on path number 1, okay, storyline number 1, you know what you need to do to get to that next cycle. If you feel like you're at the end of one, there's still a little work to do. We got 8 of coins at the bottom of the deck now, okay? So we have the Hermit card reversed. Now, Hermit is Virgo, and it's reversed. So I feel like these are people who actually were anticipating and doing the work. Like at the time that their heart chakra was lighting up all Leo season, they were also kind of like processing, maybe third eyeing some things and being like, okay, this is where I know that I want to go. And so these are people who are ready to come out of hermit mode. Okay. All right. If you're still in hermit mode, talk to yourself about what you've accomplished there. You might be done. I mean, sometimes you get your homework done and you're like, oh, that's it? Oh, okay. That's all you had to do? All right. Yeah. Yes. Okay, there's some anxiousness, I think, with the 7 of coins. 7 of coins upright is a very Virgo card because it's like waiting for the things that you invested in to come back to you. It's the card of the harvest. But in between that, we have the 10 of swords. Okay, so there are still, like we said, if you're at the 9 of swords, your goal is to get to the 10 of swords. You're really ready to put a fork in thing. You're ready to end some thought patterns. Okay, so root yourself out. Like, go through your thought patterns and be like, okay, which one of these can I dump? Because I'm tired of laying here on the ground with all these swords on my back. I'm tired of it. Okay, that dude's like, y'all just leave me alone. Okay, but the swords are in his head. He's just done with that. So, storyline number 2, we're reaching the end of a cycle. We're coming out of our solitude. And we're starting to realize that maybe there's a better plan of action for moving ahead. All right. So, 7 of coins, this is that they're cultivating something. All right. And again, they're taking the time to apply their methodology, apply their skills to their work, and then I gotta clean my nails. I've been digging in the dirt. Sorry, that's gross. So it's all about cultivating. And the realization that, like, dude, some of these swords had us cultivating the wrong thing or cultivating in the wrong way. Okay? We were not using the best farming practices, to extend the metaphor. All right. So some of y'all had to stop and you had to go into hermit mode and talk to yourself and be like, you know what? I'm not being very Virgo about my life right now, because the true Virgo has intentions. Okay. He's like, we are like, this is the thing that we want. And this is how we're going to apply the effort. We're going to take all the knowledge that we have and analyze and apply, like analyze this problem and apply solutions, okay? Virgo's also about health, and it's about service, okay? About our day-to-day. 6th house energy is our day-to-day BS, all right? So a lot of you, that's the final step that you're taking to close out this cycle is look at your day-to-day. Look at the things that you do with yourself. How are you investing your time and energy? Okay. Here's a tip that I once heard. List the 5 most important things in your life. 5 things you want to prioritize. Is it work? Is it family? Is it travel? Is it liposuction? I don't know. That's your life. Okay. All right. Then make a list of the 5 things that consume your time the most. And if those lists don't match, you're having a 7 of coins reverse moment. Okay? So if you're like, whoa, family's the most important thing to me, but work is taking up all my time, you got to reevaluate your methods. What are you doing in the day-to-day, okay? What are you investing that allows you to stand back and reap the rewards, okay? I know a lot of people going through this right now, and I've been high-fiving them all. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit right there. That is soul evolution. So there we are, Earth signs. I'm happy for you guys. I'm really happy for you guys. I'm happy for us. We're moving forward. Okay, so 9 of Swords in the world, going back into the Game of Thrones deck. It is 25 minutes-ish. Okay, maybe we'll timestamp that. Deck's already talking to our air signs. Are you talking to air signs? Yes. I had it written down, so Spirit knows where I'm going, okay? So here we have 2 storylines. I don't know which one you want. 2 storylines for the air signs out there. If you're a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, y'all probably struggling right now because we've got, let me turn this, I got my data on my computer right here. We have so many planets in earth signs right now. Those of y'all I just read for, it probably feels pretty good. It probably feels like you're pretty grounded in things. If you're an earth sign, I'm sorry that life is moving along at a snail's, I'm sorry, if you're an air sign, probably feels like life is moving along at a snail's pace right now. We have 5 planets in Virgo. Saturn and Pluto are still in Capricorn, and then Uranus is in Taurus. So we have 0 major planets. And the node, our north node, is in Cancer. Nothing is an air sign right now. So your thoughts aren't going to be like as quick as you want them to be, and that is okay because these planetary cycles, they happen for a reason. All right, if you're an air sign, this is something that is meant to slow down your thought process because sometimes we throw away really good ideas that we didn't mean to. Gray wind really wants to get out of that cage, y'all. Okay, first card, I keep getting ahead of myself because it's always the second storyline that makes me go, okay, but first card popped out, we got Varus and the 6 of Coins. This is the rate of exchange. This is a pep talk I've been giving to myself. I've been giving to all my girlfriends. I've been giving to strangers in the bathroom, okay? It's about setting the rate of exchange in your relationships with people, okay? So maybe it's at work, maybe it's at home, maybe it is in your romantic relationships, but the issue that you're supposed to be focusing on right now with this new moon is, are you satisfied with the rate of exchange in your relationships? Are you getting back what you feel is appropriate for what you're putting into them? Not what does somebody else feel, okay? Nobody sets your own value but yourself. You define that and you communicate that to people, okay? And the other storyline for air signs is people who are struggling to do that. You're gray wind in the cage. You see the action going on out there. You know you have a calling. You know you have a role in this fight. You're ready to rip some Lannister guts out, okay? Some phrase. Eat up some phrase, okay? You know what they did to Rob. You know what they did. I'm kidding. All right. So, shuffling the Ship of Fools to clarify these 2 storylines for our air signs, okay? So remind me to timestamp it. If I don't get to do it, about 25 minutes, we get into our air signs. So y'all just want to take naps. I feel like air signs are so bored right now. I feel like you're even bored at the topics that I've brought up with my storylines. Sorry, Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses. Not every reading is fun and amazing. Sometimes they're just informative. So if you are a Gemini, that's a Mercury. That is Mercury unbound, okay? So it's an air sign. Mercury, when it's not in a container, flows wherever. It just flows all over the place. It goes wherever it wants to go, okay? But Virgo is Mercury bound, all right? It is an earth sign. So imagine you put Mercury into a container, and what does it do? It takes the shape of the container. That's Virgo energy, hoes. Taking the shape of your container, okay, and making it work for you. That's what Virgo energy is all about, okay? Gemini's energy is about running all over the place. That's why I got my moon. All right, so air signs and the 6 of Coins. What do the air signs need to know about the 6 of Coins today for the new moon in Virgo? Both of these are coming out. What did I tell you? You don't even understand your value and your worth. I'm going to hold that there for a second. You don't even understand your value and your worth, air signs. You are really freaking important. You're really, really valuable, okay? Maybe in the middle of Earthbound Virgo season, you're not feeling it. I gotta mess with the thing real quick. But that's exactly what this storyline is right now. Calling your attention to the rate of exchange, all right? Because Vera's trying to pull one over on you. You know you're better than that. Okay? Maybe someone's trying to pull one over on Varys. Okay? You don't even understand. How valuable you are when you stand on your own 2 feet, okay? When you stand on your own 2 feet. I hate to call you out. I hate to call you out. Call us out because I got this Gemini moon, okay? Air signs love being in touch with other people. Their thoughts and opinions matter to them. Whether they want to, even in Aquarius, be like, I don't belong here. I don't care what you guys think of me. They do. That helps to define who they are. The fact, like what other people think about them. And the fact that people think that they're different. And that's okay. That's what they want. Okay? Geminis. Gemini is the sign of the twin. Gemini, 3rd house, that's a sign of the friend, of the peer, of the sibling. Okay? It's a sign of communication, of friendship. All right? My Gemini moon is the part of me that can't shut up. That makes me talk to my phone for 30 minutes when I haven't had a conversation with another live human being all day. That's my air. And then with Libras especially, y'all need your partnerships, okay? Whether they're friendships, in work, or anything like that. And I just want all the air signs, y'all need to understand right now, those need you. Those need you. All right. So what you're focus you guys, you're focusing on this Virgo new moon is your rate of exchange. What are you getting in exchange for what you're putting into it? And who's coming at your things, okay? Because the Knight of Coins, that girl done worked for her things. These are her things, okay? They belong to her. And she's enjoying them. She's like, look, y'all, hey, I got some bread. I'm saying she because it's usually a female character, but the fools are almost always males. Hey guys, I got some bread, I got some pentacles, y'all want to come over and hang out? She's got enough to share, okay? But if you're not aware of your own value, then you're probably not getting a rate of exchange that is helping you right now, okay? So if you're in the 9 of Swords storyline, these just dropped right the heck out. Oh, guys. Don't be sad. Okay, so some of you guys are thinking about the rate of exchange. Some of you guys, I feel like, are trapped, okay? You're trapped, again, in that mindset. You're gray wind in the cage outside the House of Frey during the Red Wedding. Not the Red Wedding, but like, you know, the battle immediately afterwards where everybody's freaking out, okay? Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen season 3 of Game of Thrones yet, it gets nasty. All right, so the 5 of Cups. This is about loss. This is something you've lost. And you don't feel like you have the authority to take it back. Okay, because the Emperor has dominion over all that is his. And when that card's reversed, it's not yours anymore. And you're really hung up on that. You don't know how to make that thing yours. I want advice. 5 of Coins was at the reverse, was at the bottom of that. So I feel like you see what you're lacking, but you don't know how to take control over the situation. These are air signs for the Virgo new moon. So, Spirit, let's get some advice. What can the Virgo new moons, what can the air signs be looking at during the Virgo new moon? Let's bring that to the top now. Sometimes you gotta let things go. Or maybe you gotta do a better job of grabbing them, okay? Ace of Coins. All right? There's an opportunity in this. Don't miss it. All right? I'm hearing restructure. If there's something that you lost because it didn't fit into like the way that you were running the show, think about the way you ran the show. Think about what are your rules, what are your laws, okay? What are the non-negotiables in your life? And are they worth negotiating to let this in? Are they worth negotiating to let that in? All right, air signs. Virgo is, like I said, especially if you're Gemini, we're trying to take that Mercury and put it in a container right now. All right, you've got so many amazing, wonderful, beautiful thoughts, air signs, but sometimes that allows us to build up these structures that are a little rigid in our mind, our schema, if you will. Okay? Earth signs can get stuck in their habits. Okay? Fire signs can get stuck in their energies, like negative energies, positive energies, active energies when it's not necessary. Thank you, that's me. Water signs can get stuck in their feelings. Air signs get stuck in their patterns of thought. All right? So what this is saying right now, look at the way you're ruling your kingdom, because this ace trying to get in. Or maybe you already lost it. You're sad about it. You miss it. You're stuck in that way of thinking that doesn't allow this ace to come in. So go before the board. You are the board. Go before the board. Question your policies and procedures, okay? And see if there's something that you can give a little that's going to let this ace come on in. All right? Boo-boos, you got that? Geminis, Libras, Aquarii. There are your two storylines, all right? Either you're focused on rate of exchange or you're focusing on, these two things can even be like so completely, pardon me, can be like super related. Maybe both of those storylines apply to you, okay? All right? Maybe you're stuck in your head about the rate of exchange. Okay? So, question your structures.